What's up, guys? We are taking a look at Gold Hildr from the Combatants Fight for Glory line. By now you have probably heard of it. It's interesting. Roman soldiers and gladiators, which I think is cool. I love that stuff. And now they're doing like barbarians and whatnot, so it's pretty exciting. It says it's some kind of 2025 event exclusive. I did not attend any exclusive events in 2025, so I'm not sure. I just got mine from like online, so I'm not sure exactly how exclusive it really could be. But anyways, here's the back of the box. Gold Hildr, mercenary, gladiator, ethic, Germanic. Hildr is the daughter of Branthog. Her father left her when she was very young. Is that why she dresses that way? When she learned that her father was seeking to meet her, she had no desire to see him, and instead went out of her way to avoid him. Hildr inherited her father's robust physique, and made a living as a mercenary. Occasionally she would fight alongside the Romans against the Germanics, and to avoid being targeted for revenge on the battlefield, she would dye her hair red and disguise herself as a Celtic before engaging in combat. Additionally, she would sometimes work as a gladiator to earn more money. With her thick and golden locks, she earned the nickname Gold Hildr. So maybe we'll get a repaint with the red hair or something like that. That'd be kind of neat. I'd like to see that, maybe. But anyway, here she is. We're going to do a quick measurement real quick here. So that's going to make her about, I would say, maybe just under 6.5 inches. It says she's supposed to be 1/12 scale. I'm looking at the listing at Big Bad Toy Store over here. It says 1/12 scale. I don't know if that's accurate exactly. Unless she's supposed to be 6'6", which is pretty tall, but maybe. I don't want to go on a big rant about scales, but so putting her at 1/12 scale won't be a problem. This is Ultraman. He's pretty true. He's pretty true. Maybe a tiny bit on the small side, but I don't really think so. I think he's pretty good 1/12 scale. You know, I don't think Ultraman's not like 6 feet tall. He's like, well, I don't know how tall he is, but this figure's like 5 3/4 of an inch, maybe. But yeah, so she's a bit large. So I don't know if this line really fits into 1/12 scale. I mean, it depends. But anyway, the face paint looks pretty good. I like the face sculpt and the paint. I think it looks pretty clean. There's like a little blemish on the eyebrow there, but other than that, it's pretty good. Yeah, the paint on the hair looks pretty good. There's a lot of paint. There's a pattern there. This bicep thing looks cool. This is, I think, is like a floating piece. Paint there. This is like a nice shine. Got a nice shine to it. All these little teeth things. All this metal stuff. There's gold back here. Gold there. Everything's looking pretty nice. There's your feet if you want to see that. I like the sculpt. I like the details. I like the armor. I like the character design. It's pretty cool looking. Let's do the articulation real quick. So I can't tell if it's so that's a double, I believe. That's in there. Looking down is really not bad at all. Looking up, obviously the hair is going to get in the way quite a bit. Yeah, she really can't look up at all, unfortunately. Maybe if you really shift her around. Yeah, it's not really gonna do much, but the shoulders, now I can't quite, it's like almost like a ball hinge situation, but then I think there's some kind of butterfly on the inside, maybe, but it doesn't really, see there's a cap in there. It's not gonna afford you really very much of anything, but I guess I'm glad it's there, I guess. It goes up that much, and you can of course do a full 360, no problem. You got, is there a bicep swivel? I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't. It almost looks like there would be. Oh no, yeah, no. It kind of looked like that because she had that. Because this is actually a floating piece right here. I don't know if you can really get her. I don't know if you can really remove it. Oh, maybe you could. Yeah. So you could probably actually pop that off if you wanted to. Careful rubbing the paint off though. That might be a risk. But anyways, yeah. Elbow swivel, and then the elbow It's single jointed, but it works pretty decently. As for the hands, looks like a ball joint situation is in there. Sorry, not a ball joint, ball hinge, whatever. So you can pretty much do whatever you need to do. As for the torso goes, the upper torso joint, I can't tell if it's double or not, but it doesn't do much. Well, backwards is pretty good. Forward is not really gonna afford you very much at all. Side to side is not too shabby, actually. Actually not bad. Now that bottom joint, you know, you can get it pretty good, maybe, kinda, sorta. Get the arm out of the way. Sorta, kinda. Is there even a bottom joint? You know what? There is no bottom joint. That was just me moving the hips. That was a lie. I lied to you. There is no... I don't think there's any articulation in there. I was moving the hips, and I thought I was moving the torso. No, yeah. So there's just one joint up in here. I'm giving misinformation, guys. I'm doing a bad job. So torso articulation is kind of just okay, honestly. Now the legs go out that far back, not really back at all. Outward that much. Double jointed knee, give you like that much. I mean, it works good enough, I guess. It might be a little bit better on this side because she doesn't have as much armor, but still, it's pretty good, I guess. The ankle is it's like a hinge situation in there. I mean, you do get a lot of a decent amount of movement going on. You can kind of shift. Oop, armor's falling off. Shift this a little bit. You know, you can kind of make it work. As far as the tilt goes, you could get some decent, you know, tilt going on. You get a lot of outward movement. I'm not sure if that's very useful, but you could. Now the joints aren't like loose, but it's definitely like the rotating the arm is a little not as tight as I want it to be. You know, sometimes like the hips or like on, you know, it's kind of it's definitely good enough to like hold her up and stuff, but could be better. Now, the accessories. You do get alternate feet if you want to go barefoot. If you're one of those people who just hate shoes for some reason, one of those hippies. You also get these, I guess, kind of like relaxed hands, and you get the opened up hands, like flat hands. I guess if she's like leaning on a wall or something, I don't know. Fist hands, perfect, right? No real problem. Let me see if I can give you a better view. There's not that much to really see. It's a good, well sculpted fist. There's no like particularly interesting paint applications. And then on the hands on that come on her in a package are the gripping hands. Of course, you have the helmet, which looks pretty good. Got some gold paint. I think it looks pretty good. I'll show you how that goes on in a second. You get the sword. Pretty basic, but good looking sword. There's a weird bit of brown paint on there, so that's kind of weird, but not bad looking. Here's the sheath for the sword. Gold paint looks pretty good. Now, what I appreciate, that sword will actually go in the sheath, which I personally like. See that little notch in there? You may have noticed. This has a little peg. You peg it in there, and she can wear the sword on her hip like that. I don't have it heated up right now, but I would heat it up. It's a little tough getting in there, so just heat it up first. She also comes with a little dagger. And it looks like this. And this is cool. This can kind of go in, if I can stop dropping it. This little holster here, it actually slides right in there. No problem. So that's kind of cool. She also comes with a smaller axe. So I guess we'll kind of hold that with like one hand. It might be a little tough to... Yeah, it's actually going to be a bit tough getting into the hand. So heat up the hands first. It doesn't come apart or anything, so you're going to have to definitely probably heat up the hand and kind of just smush it in there, basically. It's pretty nice. Well-worn kind of axe. Then she, of course, gets the bigger axe, which is also pretty nice looking. Some more shiny paint on there. It's not quite the same as the rest of the gold, if you'll notice, but it's like some other metal. I don't know. But as for the helmet, you may have noticed there's a huge like gap in her hair. It's not ideal, but it doesn't look too bad in my opinion. And what that allows you to do is to literally pop that off, right? See, and it's like it just pegs in, you know. And then now I can put the helmet on fairly easily, and that looks pretty cool. I think I like it with the helmet. That's pretty cool. The one other accessory, well, technically two. You get two of these like it's like a pelt, I guess. And if you notice that little clasp thing, and then there's like a clasp there, so you can kind of have her. I guess this is the smaller one, so I guess she wears it maybe as like a mini skirt situation. You get like the bigger one, you know. And same thing, it's got like a clasp there, and then it has a clasp somewhere, yeah, right there. These look cool. They keep dropping like all this like fuzzy stuff, like all this, like see that little like, it's kind of just all falling off. So it will make a mess. And also I'm concerned that maybe over time, if they keep falling out, it'll not look great. Like, is it going to keep losing like this hair and stuff, and just over time, is it just all going to fall out? I don't know. So yeah, you could just have her like, you know, holding it like over her shoulder or something, or whatever you want to do. Or let me see if I can get it clasped here actually. And I guess you can kind of wear it as like a, almost like a cloak or something like that. Yeah, you see? So, you know, it's kind of cool. I mean, it looks a little goofy. I don't have her like pose or anything, but it's a pretty neat accessory, honestly, in my opinion. Now I'm struggling to get it off. There we go. So overall, I like the figure a lot. Again, so it's listed at Big Bad for $65, which I don't think is bad. It's a pretty high quality figure. A lot of paint, a lot of accessories, you know. I'm happy with it. I would recommend it if you could find it. I'm not sure who still has it, but I mean, the hair looks a little weird when you put it back on, you see? Like, it's kind of like separated, a lot of gapping going on, but not terrible. I think that's about it. Let me know your thoughts on this figure. Or any questions you have about the figure. I mean, let me know your thoughts on the line in general, and that's about it. I think I covered everything, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. I'll see you guys next time.